guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it has been a while since I've done a video, and thank you everyone who's asking about Macy. So we ended up, we've been consulting with a vet throughout this whole thing, and we did some blood work and it came back that her kidney levels were slightly off. So we are doing subcutaneous fluids now. And I did follow the advice that all you guys gave me. I tried different things with the appetite, and all of them work for a little bit and then she gets picky again. So the fluids are not like a miracle cure. She still is picky, but at least she's eating again and she's wandering around the house more and just feeling a little bit better. So not perfect, but definitely better. So thank you guys for giving me all the suggestions and all the well wishes. It really means a lot to me. And now, as we're starting to get through this, we've given her the fluids every day. We woke up and Jordan had the whole side of his face swollen. So he's got to go in for a dental procedure. And I'm sure any of you pet owners know dental stuff is not cheap for dogs. So I'm going to have to hustle a little bit with my antique booth. Okay, so that being said, I want to show you guys what I picked up at this first yard sale haul of the season. So it was my Townwide yard sale. They do it the first Saturday of May, and I think I did good this year. I don't think it was as good as last year, but I did find a lot of nice things. And I did, the day before the yard sale, I found out some really fun news about my antique booth. So in the summer there, the last Saturday of every month, they hold a flea market in the parking lot, and it's included with your booth rent. So as long as I bring a table, I can sell pretty much anything I want. There's no limitations on age of these pieces, so I can bring anything, even just old home decor that I'm not loving anymore, and try and give it a new home and make a little bit of money on the side doing that. So I am really excited for that, and that kind of made my yard sale shopping a little bit different. I picked up a few things I normally would have passed up that I thought were low prices that I could flip. So I'm going to show you guys everything I got, and if I'm planning on reselling it, I'll tell you that too. So when the Townwide yard sale happens, obviously there's yard sales all over, but a lot of the smaller businesses in town, like the thrift stores and things, are open too. And I did get some things at my local consignment store like the day before. So I'm going to go ahead and show you those things first. So I picked up another step ladder, and I love these. I don't remember if I paid $3 or $5 for this, but it was still a really great price. And I love using these in the summer on my porch to do flowers, or use like as a little end table when I'm having my tea. I can just pull it over and use it. And I already have one on my front porch. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can style this and make it look decent, either on the front or the back. And if not, then I will take this to my booth too. Now the other thing I picked up at that consignment store is this basket. And I'm using it to hold all my other things right now. So if I'm straining, that's why. And it's one of these stair baskets. So the way my house is designed, we have our downstairs, and then the upstairs is pretty much like I call it my studio because it makes it sound fancy. But basically what it is, it's where I store all my home decor, and then one part of it I use as a closet. And I will pile things on the stairs there to go back up, and sometimes it gets a little out of control. So this basket, I'm going to put it there, and it'll make it easy to carry things up and down and keep the stairway clear, and it's going to look prettier. And I only paid $3 for that, so I was really excited. Now at that same store, I also picked up this little guy, and I thought he'd be perfect in my propagation station. It's just a glass jar, but it's got a little face on it, and it has rating on the bottom. It is Plockman and Harrison, so I don't know, I want to say like pickles or relish or something, but I'm not sure. But he was $1, and I just thought he'd be a neat kind of little touch to my propagation area. I also picked up another blue mason jar because it's almost time to swap out the green glass that I used for spring and put out my blue mason jars. I love these for summer. And I think these go perfect with ironstone. And I paid $1 for this guy. Okay, so I think everything left now is yard sale stuff, and I am so excited to show you guys. So you guys all know I'm a crazy plant lady, and of course I always keep my eye open for terracotta. Even if I'm not planting in it, I like the way it looks kind of stacked and put under tables or things outside on my porch. So whenever I see terracotta that's old, I pick it up And the first two pieces I found were at a church sale, and I paid $1. So there was this large pot, and it's got the perfect amount of like dirt and crustiness on it. It does have some chips, but that just adds to the character. And then there was this little one inside of it. So I paid $1 for these two. I do have another pot, and I'll go ahead and put a picture of it in here while I talk about it a little bit. I picked this up at a yard sale for $1, and I already have a plant in it, which I will also end up showing probably in a plant haul because I have some fun planty stuff going on. But this one here is one of those ones where it is short. Anytime I can find a terracotta pot where it's not as tall as it is wide, if it's a little bit squat, I love those, so I grabbed them instantly. And I picked that guy up for $1. And then at another sale, I found a whole box of terracotta pots, and they gave me the whole thing for $2. So first, I'm just going to show you. It came with a bunch of saucers. And these actually come in handy when I'm watering my cacti. I don't like to water them on the window ledge because I end up dripping and messing things up. So I just set them on this, and then I can water them deeply. And then it came with a bunch of pots. So I got this large one. And then, let's see, this is the next size down. I took all the tags off. I think these were a 3-inch pot. Came with 2 of them. The next size down was these, and these are 2.5. And I'm going to pull these in a little closer to the camera. They have almost like a handmade look, which don't know if it's going to focus. There you go. You can see like all the variation in them. So I've got 4 of those. Then it goes down to this size here. And then these guys next to it. These also have that variation where it looks kind of hand thrown. And then we're going down to the smallest size. These are adorable. These will be great for like little propagations or even just displays. So it's 4 of these. These had tags on them originally from AC Moore. I think they were like 22 cents. So there's 4 of them, and there's this little guy, and this one is actually plastic, but it looks terracotta. And they all have drainage holes, even these smallest ones, which is really cool because I know the ones that I get at Walmart in the craft section usually don't have drainage holes. So these are neat. And it was $2 for that entire box. There was no way I couldn't do it. At that same sale, they also had boxes of cameras, and I love old cameras. So I picked up 2 of them, which are going to be for my collection for now. And then if I get tired of them, I can put them in my booth later. But right now, these are staying with me. So there's this first one here, and this is a Kodak Instamatic. And this is just a plastic one. This one's really light, but I liked the look of it. And for $1, I couldn't pass it up. And then this next one is super heavy, and I tried to figure out if I could get it open. Somehow this twists, but I was having a hard time because I want to see if there's film inside this one. It still feels really heavy. But this one here is a Kodak Codex #1. And the top says Kodak 35. But I just like the shape of this. And I'm going to go ahead and style these. Right now I have all my cameras in my living room on my plant shelf. I have just a row of the cameras because I like the way they look. Okay, moving on, I went to another sale and found this ruler. And I have seen a lot of the antique type blogs I read that these do pretty well for people. They put them into like a star shape at Christmas and sell them, or they just sell them as is. But I just thought this would be really cool. This was $2, so I'm going to do a little bit of research and figure out what to price it at. But I just think this is going to be something that'll sell nice in my booth. Now, something I picked up for my flea market in the parking lot when I do it are these 2 cans. And I've got a Chef Boyardee mini ravioli and a ZD Day March, which I don't really know what this is. It doesn't really say anything on it, but these are actually banks. I paid 75 cents, so I figure I could put them at my flea market, even like $3, and I've more than doubled my money. So another thing I picked up is this press of some sort, and this was $2. So it's just an old metal thing, and they thought maybe it was a potato press. I'm not sure, but I just thought that it's heavy and it's got some age to it. So I thought maybe I'd be able to turn this one for a profit too. And it says something galvanized company. Looks like Sinti. Another thing I picked up for reselling was this planter's jar, and I paid, I think, $1 for this. So even if I turn it around and sell it for $2, I just thought it looked neat, and maybe it's going to be one of those pieces that brings back memories of somebody's childhood. Okay, what else? Oh, I got some ironstone, you guys. So this ironstone, I'm probably gonna end up putting it all in my booth because I have each piece or something really similar. So I picked up this, and this was only $1. When I saw this on the table for $1, I made a beeline for it. I knew I was coming home with this. And it is sterling vitrified china, which I think is another name for ironstone. And I don't think that's gonna focus. There we go. But anyways, for $1, I love these ones with the square type shape to them. I just think they look really simple and fun. And then for the holidays coming up, like Memorial Day, July 4th, these look really cool with little flags coming out the top of them, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my booth. And then I also picked up an ironstone platter at a church sale, and I got this guy for 50 cents. And this one is, I'm not even gonna try. I think actually it's French, but 50 cents, and I think this will be really nice in my booth. Things like this are nice to make depth in displays, even like if you put something like this and then like mason jars or something in front of it. It just gives it a little bit of interest. Okay, I've only got a few things left. This one I picked up for me. So I found this philosophy set at a yard sale for $3, and it hasn't been opened yet. So it's more of a Christmassy thing, and you guys are seeing my reflection right now. But let me tell you which ones are in it. It's got Fresh Winter Morning, which is a lotion. Then it's got hot buttered rum, cinnamon buns, and peppermint bark as the body gels. And I love these philosophy ones. They are really expensive. Even at TJ Maxx, I feel like they're expensive. So when I found this whole set for $3, I was really happy. And I'm going to use it now. I don't care that it's not Christmas because cinnamon buns are good year-round. Let's be honest. Okay, so next up is this flower pot. And I'm going to use this more as like a crock. And I'm probably going to put this in my booth because it's not white enough for what I like. I like things that look like truly like ironstone. And this is a really nice crock, but I just feel like it's not going to go the way I want it to. So it's kind of like this grayish color with the blue stripe. And then right now it's really dirty on the inside, but it is finished on the inside. And then the bottom seems to be terracotta. But I think that something like this could go really nice in my booth. You could do kitchen utensils in it. You could do a plant. There's so many different things. And I don't know if I mentioned, I paid 25 cents for that. So for 25 cents, it's worth a gamble. And then the last two items I'm going to show you guys are tools. I am one of those people, when I see tools at sales, I get excited. When I was a kid, I never used to get it. My dad would see the tools, and that'd be like the ones we'd stop at, and I'd be like, why? But now that I am a homeowner and I realize how expensive things like that can be, I always get excited when I can find them cheaper. So I picked up 2 jigsaws, and this first one is a Black & Decker. And this is the same model, not the same exact like make, but this is the same, or no, I think I got that backwards. Yeah. This is the same make, but not the same model as the one I have. I got mine at an auction, and it's a really old one, and it still works great. But I thought for $1, it'd be great to have a backup. So I picked up this guy. And then I picked up one more, and this one's a Craftsman one. This one's a little bit heavier. And right now the blade appears to be on backwards, but that's okay. I picked that one up for $1 too. And this one says auto scroller. But I don't know, just to keep these down there that way in case mine breaks or in case I need a different one for something. You know, it's for $1, you can't go wrong. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I found for this first yard sale. And I am so excited for yard sale season to start. I feel like it's going to be even more fun this year now that I have an antique booth, because normally I could pass like a lot of these things I would have passed up, even though they're a great deal. But now I feel like I kind of get to live vicariously through having my booth. I get to buy things and then pass them on to somebody else who will hopefully love them too. So thank you for watching this one. I do have to do a plant one coming up, so I'm gonna have kind of like a plant haul because I went to a plant swap and I cannot wait to tell you guys about that. It was so much fun and I needed to tell somebody, so that one. And then I want to do a clothing haul. I know sometimes you guys like to see my clothing hauls, but I bought a lot of crazy plant lady things and I kind of want to show them off too. So thank you for watching this video, and be sure to like and subscribe, that way you don't miss those other videos coming up, and happy yard selling.